There we go. I just tried to go live a second ago and accidentally hit. I was in the recording, like I was recording a video. I wasn't actually live. Live now. What's going on, everyone? Go ahead and share the stream here. Actually, let's actually share the real stream. There we go. How's everyone doing? I do want to talk about voting on real quick. As you guys know, if you watch the update video, we are doing we're not gonna go dive right into Republic or like the Clone Wars Republic stories. We're gonna go back and basically read the beginning of the series because the Republic comics are a part of a larger series, which where the stories of that series first take place before Phantom Menace. So in order to get a proper understanding of what's going on in the Republic comics, you gotta go back. You gotta read the 1998 the rest of the series, the 1998 Star Wars Dark Horse run. So that's what we're doing. So we're gonna start out now. This is not a part of Republic, but I guess it must be important because Titus included it. But we're starting out with Jedi Council Acts of War. I know I said in the video Prelude to Rebellion, but we're starting. I thought Acts of War was afterwards, but it's not. It's before. So we're starting with that Acts of War. Me and Ken have finished it. Titus is busy right now, so he hasn't been able to read it. But hopefully around next week, we're gonna try and get that video recorded, so and get that up on the channel. So yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, from what I read, it's about the Yinkori crisis, which I remember that from the Darth Plagueis novel. It was mentioned in that. Um, what's up, Clan Fed? How's it going? But yeah, that was a pretty good series, man. The Yinkori crisis. It reminds me a lot of the Vong. I wonder if uh I wonder if it was inspired by the Vong a little bit. As it's not a war, it's just a small crisis that the Jedi have to fight, but of course they win. But it was pretty good. It was very good actually. It was a very good comic. Randy Stradley did it. So at least I think Randy Stradley did that. Wrote that. I think it was Randy Stradley. X of War. It was written by Randy Stradley, yeah. So if you don't know who that is, he's the guy who wrote Crimson Empire. He also wrote, um, I mean, he wrote a bunch of other small things, like different issues in various series over the years. And then he wrote, he's actually the guy who came out with the death of a certain character in the NJO. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but Randy Shadley, he was an editor at Dark Horse and a writer. So he's a very influential guy in the expanded universe. So but yeah, so now Scott will probably not be joining us for those. I'm considering giving like these 10 episodes were about a film, that are all about the 1998 Star Wars comic. I'm considering naming it something else, like voting on secret missions or something. Where I'm probably not going to call it secret missions, but something like that. It's kind of a little side quest we have to do in order to. It's not that we want to we just want to make the experience for when we get to Republic a lot better. So, but yeah, I'm excited, and I have most of the trades already. I have one more coming in the mail, so I'm excited, man. Very excited. Start doing those reviews. They're gonna be a lot of fun. And then after that, we'll dive right back into the Clone Wars comics. Start reading those. So, which I'm very excited for. Finally start getting into the popular Clone Wars stuff. Now, Titus and I, we've floated around with the idea of once Vodeon is over, we're going to, or at least the multimedia project is over, we're considering continuing the podcast and we're considering watching and reviewing TCW in chronological order. So, like, instead of it doing like how like going from like season 1 to 2, 3, 4, we're watching in chronological order because I've never done that. I don't think Titus has either. If he has, it was maybe one time. Um, so that would be a lot of fun to do as well. Well, kind of fun. Some of it would not be fun because we'll get to episodes that contradict stuff we just read, but we're floating around with that idea. I think that would be fun too because I've never. It's been a while since I've watched TCW. Like it's been a few years since I've actually sat down and watched it. So any episodes, not just one, not just the whole series, any episodes. So it's been a while since I've watched it. So I think that'd be fun. So let me know what you guys think about that. Should we do that? I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm also thinking about doing a video of showing off all because obviously I did a poll on my YouTube community posts asking people like what medium they like comics in. Do they like it in trade paperback? Do they like it in omnibus? Do they like it um single issues? Because I just bought a trade paperback and then I'm like, look, I have so many trade paperbacks. I wonder how other people like to collect their comics. So I'm thinking about doing a video just showing you guys all of my trade paperbacks because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 73, 39. I have 46 trade paperbacks. 46. And that's not counting like my like Clone Wars Adventures. I mean, you could throw that in there, so 56 if you wanted to. And I do also have well, I have 4 of the TCW Clone Wars comics, so that's 60. I got a lot of damn trade paperbacks, man. And it's just Star Wars because I have a bunch of trade paperbacks for other comics that I like Marvel and Walking Dead comics, but dang, I didn't realize I had so many. And I got more coming in the mail too. So, but I'd love to do a video just showing off my trades. And eventually I do want to buy more well, like for the series I don't because I have most of Republic now. I have all of Legacy. I have most of Crimson Empire. I have I have all of Tales of the Jedi. I have most well, my KOTOR the way I collect those are the Epic collections. I have the first 2 I think there's 3, I only have the first 2. And the second one was a gift, I believe, from Scott, as a matter of fact. I have a couple of omnibuses, Dark Horse omnibuses, like, Tales of the Jedi Volume 2 omnibus, the Marvel Comics, Volume 1 Dark Horse omnibus. I think that's it in terms of omnibus that I have. I have multiple epics, so I'm not trying to show off here, maybe a little bit, but I don't know. Because it's just weird because like just a few years ago I didn't have all this, so it's a lot, man. For sure about I guess it's about the CCW thing. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun to do that. And we'd probably get it over with quicker because I mean they're just TV shows and we wouldn't do it by episode, we do it by story arc. So because if we did it by episode, it'd be here forever, but we'd probably just do it by story arc. Actually, no, because if it's gonna be in chronological order, it is gonna be by story arc. It would be by episode. Hmm. Well, I don't know. I don't know how we would divide it up, but I wouldn't want to do it like an episode. Uh, I wouldn't want to do one podcast for one episode if that makes sense. I'd want to bunch up all the story arcs and just do one episode on the story arc. So I don't know. And there's things I like about TCW. And I feel like a lot of EU fans, there are things they like about it more than what they give credit for. Um, because it's not all bad. I mean, compared to everything Dave Filoni's done, TCW is one of his better things. I mean, we're just being honest here. And I think there's a couple of big reasons for that. I think one, George Lucas, his involvement with that made it a little better than what it otherwise would have been. Because I think Dave Filoni is just I think George Lucas is a way better storyteller than Dave. I know George has his moments, but I think Dave is just far worse. I mean, I don't, but it's also George Lucas. I mean, he created the damn thing. So of course he's gonna know it better than Dave. But I don't know. But I will say TCW in the grand scheme of everything he's done is one of his better projects. I think his best project is Rebels. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind on that. Even then, Rebels has problems. Uh, More so in their later seasons. The later seasons had a lot of problems, I felt. I think the biggest ones were, Ahsoka surviving the Twilight of the Apprentice arc, and then Thrawn, his involvement. At least in the way I would have had a problem no matter what, because I don't like EU characters in the new canon, and I don't think they work. But when it comes to Thrawn, not only I just don't like the fact he's in it, but I hate the way they treated him. Like they treated him terribly in that show. And I don't think the Emperor would want to use one of his greatest Grand Admirals on one rebel cell. I think he would probably send someone like maybe just one of his top admirals, but his top Grand Admiral? No, I don't think so. So yeah, like Ray Sloan, she should have been that person. She was supposed to be in Rebels. I think she was supposed to be in Rebels. Um, but of course that never happened. I think Ray Sloan would have been a far better choice as a villain, and it would have fit more with the story they're trying to tell because Hera and Kanan have had history with Ray Sloan before, of course, right? So anyway, so and then pretty much every other Dave Filoni project after that, it's pretty bad. So with the exception, I give a huge exception to the Dooku episodes in the Tales of the Jedi series. Those Dooku episodes, all 3 of them, especially the Yaddle one, just utter perfection, I felt. I thought they were great. 'Cause they were very creative, and they actually told a unique story, they didn't now the Ahsoka episodes are the epitome of why I don't like Dave Filoni, but those, Dooku episodes were very good, I felt. They're very good. In fact, I think the one with Dooku and Yaddle, I think, is my favorite. Out of everything Dave Filoni's done, that episode is his best thing he's ever done. So, just my opinion. So, I don't really know what to talk about. There's only one person watching. If you got a question, let me know. Kinda bored right now, I don't know what to talk about. Talked about voting on, um, I don't know what else to talk about. So, I think I might end the stream. Not really anyone watching, so to the one person who joined, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. See you guys next time.